Gentlemen, we all want a good, clean, fair fight, all right? Obey my commands, protect yourself at all times. Now hook them up.
Steve Mazzagardi. This one should be interesting. Chasteen said that last time out, even though he got the victory, he wasn't all there. He didn't prove himself. He was relying on single shots instead of working his combinations. Del Rosario says, I don't care about the reputation of Nick Chasteen. I don't care how good he was as an amateur. I'm going to throw down hard. And immediately you see Del Rosario with the right idea. Get on the inside and try and close down those brilliant high kicks of Chasteen.
Nasty little elbows coming down on him, though, from here. Chasteen doing a great job controlling inside there. Really good work.
Leads him with the jab, double jab, Del Rosario. Chasteen's hands lightning fast. Front kick to the midsection. Still Del Rosario tries to power through, gets backed up with a right hand. Overhand right from Del Rosario.
That's what he's got to do to get inside, but the problem is with that level change, he risked eating a knee on the way in.
Del Rosario says it will not go the distance. He says Chasteen is open for an overhand right. He knows that Nick's got a sturdy chin, and he'll have to rain down the damage. Chasteen believes that Del Rosario drops his hands when he kicks. He'll try and counter that over the top, either with a high kick or with the right hand.
I was wondering when Del Rosario was going to try that cover up, walk in, eat the punches, and then launch that overhand.
Trying to manhandle Chasteen, which isn't a bad game plan to bring in against Nick here tonight, Pat.
Yeah, he got stuck there with a couple good punches.
You see Chasteen trying to keep his distance. He'll want to utilize that huge range advantage. You know, it's okay to have range, but only if you know how to use it. The likes of Semi Schultz always knew how to use his range well. The likes of Hong Man Choi, not so well. You can be the tallest fighter in the world, but unless you know how to use that reach, Pat, it's not much of an advantage.
Exactly, and you know, a guy that can move his head and negate that reach also is important defensively against somebody like that. Del Rosario showing a little bit of his MMA side in this fight. He's changing levels. He's grabbing a hold of Chasteen. Looked like he was going to shoot a double there a little bit ago.
The confidence of Chasteen yesterday flowing through him. He said, there are fighters down the road that will beat me in my career, I know that. But it won't be Del Rosario, not at this stage. Del Rosario body head trying to scoop an uppercut. Good combination. There's that American kickboxing style of Chasteen.
Del Rosario was limping already. That's two of those combos in a row with a burying rear leg kick to the leg.
Step across outside leg kick from Chasteen. Del Rosario trying to turn the knuckles in on that left hook again. The combination work, the high kick at the end from Chasteen. Overhand right from Del Rosario, went to the body of Chasteen. Chasteen looks fresh, and you've got to wonder, the more this fight goes on, Del Rosario will be the first to tire.
Good. Everything was good. You did great the first round, right?
Nice job throwing these combos, but Rosario coming in just really a bulldog in this fight. Trying to get inside, land those bombs. Chasteen doing a good job with his movement, though. Landing good quick combos and finishing with really nasty kicks. Really sharp stuff out of him.
Starting to read them now. Now it's taking them apart. Tear up that leg so you can't come in.
You're better in China.
Come on, you can't be up here.
Get down there, man.
Very good, John. Keep it up.
Great crowd on hand here, 10-9, Chasteen. Opening round, says Pat Miletich. Del Rosario's got to find a way to get inside, and he immediately goes there.
Touches gloves and throws a bomb.
Double jab, right hand, Del Rosario, crossing elbow, Chasteen, gets off the ropes.
You know, the double jab actually is getting him inside.
There is a cut over the right eye. Head kick from Chasteen. Del Rosario taking punishment. Clinches up with Chasteen.
Loading up a little bit too much. Chasteen can see the stuff coming.
Spinning back kick, looking to dig their heel into the liver there. Del Rosario steps through with a jab. Chasteen goes body head. The split combination work, the overhand elbow. Good counter right hand from Chasteen, timed it to perfection.
Yeah, he was patient. He waited for him to spin all the way around before launching that.
Overhand right, Del Rosario. Chance for the knees here. And Steve Mazzagatti breaks them. Chasteen thumps the body, both sides of the carcass.
Yeah, he dug nicely on that. I'm waiting for Chasteen to launch that rear leg kick again after one of those combos.
Overhand right, Del Rosario. And again finds the target. He said that would be the knockout punch that catches Chasteen. And there are the jabs from Del Rosario. He's a gutsy little man. Del Rosario continues to come forward on Chasteen. And Chasteen drifts out of the corner and back to center ring.
Yeah, Chasteen trying to fight the technical fight. Del Rosario wants no part of the technical fight. He wants a brawl.
Stiff jab again from Del Rosario. Crossing elbow to the orbital there from Chasteen. Spinning back elbow to the jaw. Del Rosario shakes his head, powers back with the right cross. He wobbles Chasteen with that stiff left hand. And Chasteen snaps the elbow.
Del Rosario starting to lean off center when he throws his jab now, getting out of the way of the stuff that's coming back. A little more effective with it.
Jab again. Del Rosario's found range here in the second with that lead hand. It's been a good round for him, Pat.
Yes, it has.
High knee. Covered up against the high right round kick. Del Rosario finishes with a body shot. Good round for Del Rosario.
Put Vaseline on it.
Del Rosario getting cut in that round. Nice little elbow, sneaky little elbow by Chasteen. Rosario just kept coming forward in this round. Landed a lot of heavy shots, a lot of big looping lefts and overhand rights. Kid's got a solid chin and a heck of a lot of heart.
RFA champion Brian Ortega in the crowd here at the Hard Rock Hotel and Casino with the RFA strap. I heard, Pat, that has not left his clutch since his fight a couple of weeks ago in Los Angeles.
Just don't wear it in the shower. That might wreck it.
You know from experience, right? Third round. Even fight after two, 19 points apiece. High on the outside thigh from Chasteen to open up here. Del Rosario just a terrier.
Landing that right still.
Good outside leg kick from Del Rosario, stepped across nicely. That's how you want to throw a leg kick in Muay Thai. Step across, outside thigh, cut it down on a 45-degree trajectory. Not cut it on a horizontal plane.
Chasteen now doing a good job of going to the body with the knee and the lead leg, trying to pick that liver up.
Round kick to the guts there from Chasteen. Stiff jab. Double forearm guard. Stiff jab again from Del Rosario. Chasteen needs to be pumping out that jab. He's allowing Del Rosario to get on the inside.
Yeah, and I'd like to see Chasteen parrying more. He's got that long reach. He needs to put his hands out a little bit. Be able to parry those punches a little easier.
Jab again, Del Rosario. Combination counter from Chasteen. Not finding range though. Left hook, right hand, Del Rosario. The old 3-2. Crossing elbow. Del Rosario just continues to come forward, Pat.
I wonder if the persistence and power that he has is wearing Chasteen out a little bit here.
Del Rosario, left hook, full extension, takes an elbow to the ear, uppercut off a single-handed clinch, takes an elbow to the orbital. Del Rosario is just rugged.
Yeah, I think Chasteen needs to go back to the body a little bit more on this guy, try and slow him down.
The other place that Chasteen has not gone a lot, Pat, that would really slow down Del Rosario and keep him at a distance is to go to the legs.
Yeah, he stuck him with a couple really nasty ones a couple rounds ago. And Del Rosario was already limping a little bit after the second one that hit him hard. So it's a good point, Michael.
Jab Del Rosario. Chasteen elbow trying to shave off his top lip. Nice knee to the liver there from Del Rosario. Then a right knee to the opposite side of the body. Goes back to the liver. Scoring knees from Del Rosario.
Muscling him around a little bit here.
Left hook right hand, Del Rosario goes to the body, uppercut. It may be Del Rosario taking another round here. Covers up against a spinning back elbow, won't score for Nick. Great fight.
Yeah, boy. Yeah. Yeah.
Del Rosario, great round for him again, landing those heavy shots. This guy just keeps coming forward. He has no intention of fighting a technical fight, a pretty fight. Just a lot of grit, a lot of toughness out of this guy. All power shots. Also did a good job in the clinch. Really muscled Nick Chasteen around a little bit in that clinch. Strong guy getting the head down there.
Vaseline on the gut of Del Rosario. Takes a stool between rounds. Chasteen standing. 2 rounds to 1 in favor of Del Rosario after 3. Chasteen's got to start pumping that jab. Got to start working the legs. Now Rosario takes an elbow. Chasteen breaks off. Here's what he's going to use the jab. He opts for a right hand lead and doesn't connect for him. Left hook right hand from Del Rosario. Overhand right, got a little wild. There's a nice hematoma just to the side of the left eye of Del Rosario.
Yeah, he was bringing everything with that right hand, Michael. Landed right on almost on his face.
High kick Del Rosario, very hopeful against a man much taller than him. Overhand elbow from Chasteen. Step through and in Chasteen. Something else you can do when you've got that range. And again, step through off the back left.
Very smart of him. Start taking that body away.
Step up knee again. Back leg working well for Chasteen. Crossing elbow. He goes after that hematoma. Knee to the ribs. Some good scoring for Chasteen.
I think he's found something this round.
That step through knee off the back leg, Pat.
Absolutely. And I think he's kind of trying to play, obviously he wants to take that body away from Del Rosario, but he's kind of hoping that he changes levels and leans into that face first.
Chasteen, who comes from a fighting family, his father a former champion kickboxer, his sister and mother both competed in Kempo, karate and kickboxing. Body shot there from Chasteen. Left hook right hand from Del Rosario. Body shot from Del Rosario. The little man comes forward, overhand right.
So you know the body shots are hurting him when he starts going back to the body. That tells you right away.
Uppercut Del Rosario. Chasteen with the knees.
Yeah, he's hurt.
Del Rosario could be ripe for the picking. And Chasteen capitalize here. Del Rosario breathing heavily.
Oh, he's covering up that body too, man.
Liver shot from Chasteen. Del Rosario in a whole world of bother here.
Clashed heads hard there.
Del Rosario teetering on the edge. Can Chasteen tip him over? Spinning back elbow. Elbow again. Chasteen wants a spectacular finish. He perhaps could have finished it, Pat, or could have dropped him with the basics.
Yeah, he needs to keep going back to the body in the next round, I'll tell you that.
In Chasteen's round, and suddenly this is an even fight.
He definitely found something golden in this round with the body shots, with these knees. Really digging those in tight. Not pleasant to eat those when you're marching forward and adding force to it when it comes into you. And Del Rosario on the brink of going down. But Del Rosario held on to finish that round.
2 rounds apiece after 4. Chasteen taking the penultimate round. Even fight going into the 5th. We will be chatting very shortly to Chasteen Cyborg, about her newly signed multi-fight deal with Lion Fight. She'll fight March 28 here at the Hard Rock against Dutch and European champion Jorina Bos for the world welterweight title. Inside leg kick, double jab, right hand from Del Rosario. Who will dig deep? Del Rosario scoring in the first 20 seconds here.
So he's got one heck of a heavy jab.
Left hook scores for Del Rosario. And again with the jab. Body hook to the head, Del Rosario. Round kick from Chasteen. He's on the back foot, however.
Chasteen hunting that body again.
Del Rosario with the knees. And Steve Mazzagatti, good job of refereeing there to allow it to go on, as Del Rosario was working the thigh. It's scored for Del Rosario. Again he comes forward, backs up Chasteen with a left hook. Del Rosario's round so far, Pat.
Yeah, he's doing a great job. He's, you know, what can you say? You got to try and get out of the guy's way. Chasteen might want to move his head a little bit more, get out of the way of some of this stuff, but Del Rosario just keeps coming.
1 minute 35 remaining. Chasteen needs to get a move on. A little bit of Andy Hook style there. Turning back kick to the thigh from Del Rosario actually clipped Chasteen in the groin. It was the technique that Andy Hook used to win the K1 Grand Prix when he fought the late great Mike Bernardo. The world had never seen it before in kickboxing or K1. Spinning back kick to the thigh. Since then, everyone tried to do it. 2 men who have sadly passed away. Mike Bernardo committing suicide, and Andy Hug dying from leukemia. High left round, Chasteen. He's got some ground to cover here. High left round, and left hook follow through from Del Rosario.
Yeah, nice follow-up.
Del Rosario goes high, Chasteen goes low. They return it again. Spinning hook kick, Del Rosario, nowhere near the target. The crowd loves it, and they love that right hand.
You know, Del Rosario just bum rushes Chasteen and lets those hands go. It's a fun kid to watch.
With 50 seconds remaining in the 5th and final round, the little man, Del Rosario, is looking at an upset. Nice right hand from Chasteen. Chasteen glances up at the screen to get the timing. Double knee off the left scores for him. Double forearm guard against the left round kick.
Those body shots slowed Del Rosario down for a little bit.
Chasteen outside leg kick scores. Right hand from Del Rosario. And the right hand again from Del Rosario. Make it 3 in a row. It may seal the fight for him. Uppercut knocks the head back. Del Rosario will take the final round. Will he take the fight? And what a fight.
Good stuff.
Have you scored, folks? Let us know. Hashtag LionFight13 on Twitter. Del Rosario or Chasteen.
bullfighter in that one.
Very happy on his pro debut here is the mixed martial arts fighter Del Rosario. Had it will go down to the judges. There won't be much in it, but Del Rosario certainly powered home, I felt, to take that final round.
Yeah, charging forward the whole time. And you know, I really have always encouraged guys, MMA fighters, fight a lot of kickboxing, do a lot of grappling tournaments, get good in those particular areas, and you'll be able to pick people apart in MMA. So he's being smart doing this.
Look at this left hook from Del Rosario. Counter right hand from Chasteen. Immaculately timed. Del Rosario, just a little pitfall, continue to come forward and attack Chasteen. It will be interesting to see how our three judges here score it. Both men believe they've got it. Okay, let's go to Jake Gutierrez. Pat's got a Del Rosario by 1 point, 48-47.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 5 rounds of action, we go to the scorecards. Judges Patricia Morris-Jarman and Junichiro Kamijo and Dave Moretti all scored this bout the same, 48-47, for the winner by unanimous decision, Nick Chasteen.
Well, Nick Chasteen takes it here by unanimous decision. Some boos and jeers from sections of the crowd, and perhaps we will see a rematch somewhere down the line.